Hi everyone, welcome back to ICAP. There's so many ICAP here. Cap, cap. Yeah, for money. Please. I don't know what to die. And cap. That's for something else later I'm going to be talking about for Big Heart Dating, okay? You have to watch that song. Anyway, the reason I did all this because I captained for International Commercial Archeology Preservation Group. We're all about history of business. It could be roller rank, it could be department store, hypermarket, jewelry store, fast food restaurant, you name it. And the product. This is the product. I have the name off. This was the product. That's the product. Everything. From the beginning of time to now and future. We're all about business. Well, from the beginning to closure, out of business, fire, or merger, or bankruptcy. Anything. I'm talking about a lot of things lately. Lately, I'm hearing a lot about McDonald's, nickname Mickey D's. In the United States, each country has different nickname for McDonald's. As you know, there's a lot of conflict in the very beginning history that people say it's Ray Kroc started McDonald's. No, that's not true. I have books at home in Syracuse, New York. I have 4 or 5 books on diners and drive-in in car hop book. All point out McDonald's brothers began the McDonald's restaurant in California. I believe that was Downey, California. There's one that's still standing today, but that was, it wasn't their own design. It was Ray Kroc's design that is still standing today out in Downey, California. The very original one was hexagon shape. Because you see, back in 1920s, 1930s, you gotta get that back further now. Back in 2030, a lot of the drive-in restaurants were circular. Perfect circle, or hexagon, one of these double-sided shaped buildings. Very few had square, like the pig stand was square. But this was hexagon shape for McDonald's. Roberts were round. Tiny Naylor were round. Those are California. And Allen's up in Syracuse, New York. Actually in DeWitt side. On Erie Boulevard, East Syracuse, New York area. It's still standing there, but it's a Dollar Tree now. The expansion on that place was done by, I believe, it was the record store, Record Town. Expanded that. Then it became a toy store. Something else very briefly. And now, Dollar Tree. They've been there for about 20 years now. Yeah, about 20 years. But they're still round. It's still round with the globe on top. If you go on the map, Google, look at Earring Boulevard and Thompson Road, move, pan it to right, and you'll see it right there, right next to an automobile dealership. I believe that was the Toyota, I'm not sure. Used to be a Ford dealer. And kind of kitty corner from the former Pizza Hut. And the old Welshman. I used to live there. I knew they could right up to 2022. So I know all that. Anyway, about McDonald's. So make it clear that the McDonald brothers that started it, it was Ray Kroc that sold the business. Because it's two separate one. And matter of fact, Ray Kroc opened up one right across the street from the original McDonald brothers. And that forced McDonald brothers changed name as well. That's why I don't want to sell my name to anybody. Never do that. When I have my own business, never, ever sell your business name. A lot of business people have started their business using business name. You know, like Walmart. What if it's completely sold? I mean, the Walton family cannot start up another Walmart because of the name. Unless they make agreement, you know what I mean, that they have to keep the name, sell the stores. That way you don't have to worry about the name. Keep the name. Always keep the name, business people, please. Don't sell it to someone else. You have your name on there. Same with the McDowell. The McDowell began even before McDonald's, back in the 1930s. Usually they built a restaurant along the highways of California. Now McDonald's says you cannot have any business with the name MD. Only they want to have just McDonald's. You gotta remember, McDonald's is a real estate corporation. Yep, the real estate. They were trying to be very clever with real estate because you can't buy out business that's real estate investors. So if you guys want to buy them out, you're gonna have to buy off all those restaurants because they own all these property. They prefer ownership, not rental. That's why you hardly see McDonald's in shopping malls. It's always freestanding. Like I remember over at Fairfield Mall in Fairfield, New York, where I used to live. Fairfield Mall was thriving when I used to live there. When I left to go to live in East Syracuse, declined slowly. Then I went to Florida, dropped that. That mall became a plaza that year, 2002. And then they built McDonald's there. The reason for that, the mall, Wilmore right, wanted McDonald's in. McDonald's said no indoors, not in the mall, just freestanding. And they say no because they got someone else, Burger King. That's what I remember reading in the Eagle Bulletin, Syracuse newspapers, including the Herald Journal at the time. Because that's the paper I used to deliver. I know, Herald Journal. We get them, it's prescription. Always we get that one extra section that doesn't match with the paper Sunday delivery. So it get free extra section of the paper. They would print it Friday. So that section would be delivered Friday for Sunday morning. Alright, anyway. So that's why they built the franchise at Fair from All outside. Their own property. Their own land they bought. They were not leased. However, if they closed one of those franchises, we could port sale to underperformance, they call that in business terms, which means losing money. Not doing business right. They still own the building. They leased to anybody who wants to use that. But they have to remove the famous trademark look on the building. For example, the roof. Remember the master, it goes up like that. Flat top, very steep roof pitch, then low roof pitch. With a, I call it stripe of light, or strip. So that's why today they all now what I call the Starbucks bleak cubist look. It's named after Starbucks because Starbucks began the trend of that coupe look. And all the fast food restaurants today had that look. Everybody loved the second generation, not the hexagon. The second generation that created by, under Ray Kroc. He stole that one franchise to the McDonald's brothers. That one is still standing. And the other one in Illinois is still standing also. That's one of the first ones in Illinois under Ray Kroc. And after that, they gradually changed a little bit. What I remember, it was in the book called Orange Roof and Golden Arches by Philip Landon, who was an architect. At the time, he was a student. His thesis was the book. I have his autographed book yet. And I found out it's obviously from somewhere in upstate New York. I could be related to him by marriage because my ex-wife, okay? Family name, Landon. Who knows? But she doesn't know who he is. So it could be many of them. Like my last name, too, mainly two main different families. But they're distant cousins. Distant. Way far apart. Probably back, let's see, counting me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 generations. They came here. Right. So, anyway, the book explained the different architecture. Then it became the manor because Lady Bird Johnson required restaurants to stop having that googie look. She didn't like that. She wanted to get back to more earth tone, more environmental friendly look. Whatever that means. It means gotta get back to clay with brick and wood. Brick and wood. The mantle roof look. The earth tone look. Burger King did the same thing. No other fast food restaurant followed suit. Now the cubic look, named after Starbucks. Back then it was Googie architecture. It was named after a Googie restaurant out in California, next door to a famous pharmacy called Swap Pharmacy, where a lot of celebrities go get their medicine or a malt. Ice cream shake malt, you know. So I'm sure many celebrities went to Googie as well. Both have been smiles. So this you have it make it eat today. It's the largest fast food restaurant chain, but it's a real estate corporation. Alright? Different than with Burger King or Wendy's or Chick-fil-A or Pizza Hut or all the other fast food restaurants and other kind of food, fast served food. They have their own trademarks. But today it's getting too boring, cubic, black look. Yeah. Well, make it easy with what's in the news a lot lately because of the French fry supplier closing a plant, and yet they're blaming McDonald's for the $5 meal. That's according to one of the news. President Trump did for a while made fries and doing the window serving. So that was something. There was no counter for the inside because you have to understand that's for security reason. Because he's a presidential candidate and a former president of the United States. So he had to have some security reason for that. They closed the inside. So please level respect. Because he's been that attempted to be assassinated 3 times. So please understand why. Don't make a mockery about that. Understand? Alright? Thank you. Now how much time I have now? Well, 18 minutes. Thanks for watching.